home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Oregon State Beavers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rams will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Colorado State Rams offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the Rams will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rams will have it 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Finds his man. It's Ashmore.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Rams have their offense in high gear.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Brian.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch ones.
And the Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Hold, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Here we go. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Complete.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He'll run it again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rams are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for room. It's Ashmore. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Beavers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Offense getting set for first down. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Ashmore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Rams line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Lincoln. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the option. He'll toss it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker, you should be getting more movement up front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a you.
Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Beavers! A great catch and run for 6.
Number 88.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here and try to get the football back to your offense.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On second down, he'll fire. Caught. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in third and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a fourth and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now, getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
All wideouts, no backs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Picked off. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
No.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller's right.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Rams in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. Now adjusting. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rams are marching down the field.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Ashmore.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The give to the tailback. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical. If you give up another run right there for a first down, someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Colorado State. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll take it himself. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. It's complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Snags it over the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Lawrence. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse thing. They're trailing by 17 to Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Ashmore. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Rams want to move quickly. Using his feet. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them night.
Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They'll ride the hot hand. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they'll try the right side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. The pitch. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Brings up second and 1. That's the end of the
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pick.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away.
set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll line up for a second down play.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the clock. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And a nice pickup on the line, and gets down to avoid contact. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Complete downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The option look. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Running with power. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll run play action, feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Rams send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gets it away. Solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. The back goes in motion. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going.
And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.